Yeah, so after she physically assaulted me to ripping the baby out of my arms, she's telling everybody that um, I kicked her out with the baby. With the baby, I kicked her and the baby out. Like, it doesn't make sense why I would kick our youngest son out. We already have a paternity test. Both of my children are mine. The DNA is 99.9999% mine. It doesn't make any sense to why she even considers I would mentally, you know what I'm saying? This is why I keep saying it doesn't make any sense, because it doesn't. So there's people believing that what she's saying is real. She believes what she's saying is real. And she's trying to convince as many people she can, like basically throwing stones. You know what I'm saying? Getting like hate groups together and getting people to not like me because she doesn't like me. Right? So anybody that will listen, she'll tell this BS to, and they all seem convinced. And people that's not convinced by this, she hates them too. And she makes posts about on Facebook talking about these people, blah 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 blah. She feels like the world is against her at this point. All right, so this is July. She hasn't paid bills. March, April, May, June, July. 5 months she haven't paid bills. Any real person that lets you live with them won't give you 5 months to fucking get your shit together. She has not got her stuff together in 5 months to pay any type of. Only thing she got to do was pay $200 a month. She could not pay $200 a month. I kicked her out. That's $1,000, bro. You behind the bills for $1,000. Meanwhile, you stealing from me. You leaving the house to go buy weed. Then you go into the person's house for hours on end, come back smiling, looking like you did something very suspicious. Then you lying, you get in rides from coworkers that's taking you all day, blah blah blah. You get in random hotels. And we supposed to have been in a relationship and you doing all this. Like, this type of stuff you don't do in your relationship, because this type of stuff will be the end of the relationship. And it was the end of the relationship. At this point, I'm like, by the time she came back, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not investing myself. At this point, I've been through trauma after that. My own personal experiences to where I know I'm getting my self-worth, my self-esteem is getting better, to where she's trying to, oh, your ego this and ego this, you're doing things out of ego. No, I'm doing things out of self-respect. At this point, I'm loving myself at this point, and me being involved with her is not me loving myself, knowing how much trauma and stuff she's putting me through, how much abuse she's putting me through. Okay, so now she's blaming my ego, to where I'm, you know what I'm saying, standing up for myself. I'm respecting myself. I won't tolerate, you know what I'm saying, certain things she do. So July came and she's out. We supposed to have got her apartment. Me and my mother had applied. We gave her information to apply for housing through the government. It was a program. We got her housing. She was head of the household because she applied. I could not apply at that time. She did not have a job, so we had to use my SSI income. So we got into that apartment because I had SSI. And my mother giving us information. She had really no part of getting us the housing besides filling out the paperwork, which was not hard because my mother had gave her all the information she needed. Only thing she had to do is write it on the fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, copy it down. Okay. And I had my own information already ready. she had to get her information and her documents from her mother, and we sent it off. We did this in August um, of 2020. July we got it. So that whole year we was waiting. That whole 11 months. We had when she got it, as soon as the day she got it, I was with my father. I was with me and the boys with their grandfather. We went to his house for the weekend. The day she got it, she had somebody else in that house. Then 2 days later, I noticed because I saw it in her text message. Okay, she went through my phone. We're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna say that until after this. Okay. So she breaks up with me over a text message. She kept calling me. I didn't want to talk. Couldn't talk in front of my father because I already know it's gonna be some bull stuff. So every time she called me, she doesn't call me. But when she calls me, it's always some mess. It's always toxic. We had a good day. We was about to go get some food. He was about to drop us back off. We was already on the road, on the highway. So she texted me and broke up with me through text, right? Said she doesn't blah, 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 blah. I didn't text back. I didn't entertain it. Who gives a fuck? At this point, I'm really not in a relationship. Mentally, I'm not in a relationship. So, she talking about moving in, blah, blah, blah. If I wanted to still move in with her, blah, blah, blah. Cool. I moved in. I didn't know. My mother passed away. I didn't know if I can afford the house by myself or not. So I moved in. I brought my stuff there. My stuff is there. I don't live there anymore, but we're gonna get to that. So our oldest has started school. I was there with him on his first day of school. I drop him off every day. I pick him up from school every day. At this point, she finally got a job at a temp service. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen any paperwork. I haven't seen no uniform or nothing. I was giving her money for the bills from August to October. I was giving her $300 a month for bills. Keep in mind, she never paid my bills at all. She never gave me money for the bills that she owed, but I'm not like her, so I gave her money for the bills. I was buying my kids diapers, wipes, and everything like that. I was taking care of us. Let's put it like that. Even though my income wasn't that much to where I can even have a family, that income was not even enough to take care of myself. I was making a way. So I was figuring things out. I had to do what I had to do. Making sure my kids are straight. She goes through my phone September. I had a best friend. I have a best friend. She looking through my phone, my text message. She gets offended. She gets, I'm saying, jealous or whatever. And she gets mad and start becoming like verbally and mentally, emotionally abusive, saying anything she could out her mouth that seemed like it's disrespectful. All right, like she wanted to try to disrespect me to the worst way she could. Right, anything. It don't even have to make sense. Right, she looked and said she saw something about a baby being involved. Right. And she says some crazy stuff like, I hope your baby die. I hope your baby come out retarded and shit like that. Like any stupid shit like that, bruh. Like inhumane stuff like that. Like any random dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even true. The baby and all that stuff wasn't even true. Alright. At this time I applied for actor to be an actor and a model. You know what I'm saying? I was with an agency that was gonna help me develop a portfolio. So I'm taking pictures. I'm applying to acting roles, acting gigs, get my stuff together. She's seeing text messages in my phone, and she automatically gets offended for no reason. Like we wasn't even. She keep in mind she broke with me 2 months before she even went through my phone, so she had no business even going through my phone. All right. So she getting mad at somebody she doesn't even know or what the situation even is. I didn't explain anything to her. I cared less. Like I really didn't give two flying F's. Okay. It's like it was kind of funny to me to see her even get in that mindset after all the stuff she put me through, after all the abuse. Like I stopped taking offense to her disrespect. Let's put it like that. I got numb to it, to where I started laughing at how she could be offended, rather than that she was offended and she was going at me like that and try to hurt me like that. You know what I'm saying? It was funny to me at a certain point, to where she can lower herself so low to feel like that, to say those things, and to put that energy out there knowing that that energy is coming back to her like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess she can say I matured past her bullshit. I grew up past her bullshit. Let's put it like that. She couldn't hurt me after a while. Like I started laughing at her. Like those little fits. It's funny to me. I stopped being involved, and then I looked at her from a different perspective, and it's funny. Like she was trying to make me feel so low and bring me down so bad and try to be extremely toxic to her. She just made herself look bad, and it was kind of funny. It was funny as a motherfucker to me. I'm not gonna lie. I had to laugh. I had to leave. I left the house. Um, October came around. October came around. Um, um, at this, hold on. Before we get that, after the text message, man, she would every time she go to work, she would say the most disrespectful shit, mumble only for breath in front of the kids and everything. She didn't care. All she wanted to talk her shit. She wanted to disrespect me in any way she fucking could. And once she noticed it wasn't working, I wasn't getting on her level. I wasn't arguing back with her. I wasn't reacting any type of. It got worse. It just kept getting worse, to where she noticed that her words could no longer hurt me. It doesn't bother. I was so unbothered, bruh. She put a fucking restraining order out. She put a restraining order out against me for no reason. Like just out the random, she put a restraining order out against me. She kept me kicked out of my apartment, out of our apartment. Right? She's saying that she's still carrying on with this domestic abuse that she say I did to her since the apartment. Keep in mind, that was fucking 5 years ago that she accused me of it. Well, 4 years ago, from 2018, she accused me of being domestically abusive because I took her ass to court to get my son back. I was not domestically abusive. That was something like a child, like her reaction, her try to like tick for tack type shit. It was not true. You know what I'm saying? It's out of spite, bruh. Okay. So now she got a restraining order against me for some shit that she accused me of 4 years ago. Okay, this is how petty and spiteful shorty gets. 4 years old thing she accused me of that's not even true. She put a fucking restraining order against me. They did not give her that restraining order. Okay. Every month after fucking October, she got a restraining. October, she got a restraining order against me. November, she got a fucking restraining order against me. Fucking December, she tried to get a restraining order against me. Fucking January, she get a restraining order. They didn't give her nothing. They didn't give her not one of them joints. In December of 2021, I had picked up our oldest son. Alright, I picked up our oldest son. I took him out with me to go eat and go play games and go buy him some stuff. Alright, me and my best friend took him. Get out the house. I could not take our youngest son. We didn't have enough space in the car. We had to get a little ass Uber. It was not enough space in that joint. I didn't have enough money to buy another joint because I used my card. By the time I get a refund for that joint, it would take 3 to 5 business days for my money to come back, and we wanted to take him out that day. So we took him out, get him away from a little stress, and he was doing good in school. So we gave him a little, you know what I'm saying? He was doing good in school. He's good. For the most part, he was good, bro. Like a little treat, whatever. So I said I was going to take him. I was going to take our youngest son that weekend instead of the next weekend. One-on-one time. So both of the boys can get one-on-one time with me, and I can get one-on-one time with them. So I dropped him back off. That's when I told her I was going to come back next week and get him. And I did. So by the time I come get him, she's talking about, no. Like, she wouldn't even let me in the door. She had somebody else inside the fucking house. In her apartment. She had another dude in the apartment, bro. So by the time I get my son ready to, you know what I'm saying, take him to go. Because like I said, I was going to come. I'm doing what the fuck I said I was going to do. She ripping the clothes out my fucking hands and won't let me get him dressed and, you know what I'm saying, getting physically abusive with me and shit like that. And she's scared, whatever. She has some type of feeling about herself because she has somebody else inside her house, inside the apartment, whatever. After all the bullshit, all the restraining orders and shit, she put restraining orders against me to move this nigga inside my house, and this nigga looked like a cold female, you know what I'm saying, going along with this shit. Like, come on, bro. Y'all niggas could be a friend. Like, y'all don't have to try to snake me to get in a relationship. Like, what type of relationship built on snaking somebody? That's some pathetic ass trauma bonding shit, first and foremost. Anyway, I wasn't feeling no type of way about it. And I'm still not feeling no type about it. The only thing I feel about it is this random ass motherfucking dude that don't know me believes her dumb shit and thinking like he's gonna replace me in our son's life, bro. Our kid's life. You know what I'm saying? This nigga is weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo. Like, it's one thing to be with her. It's one thing to be the best man you could be for them kids. It's, you know what I'm saying? To be a stepfather, blah, blah, blah. But, nigga, you coming at me, you don't even know me, bro. Like, at a certain point, this is where I put my fucking foot down when it comes to random ass people. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that don't even know me shouldn't be trying to throw shade. You know what I'm saying? Random ass people that don't even know me shouldn't be trying to be fucking spiteful. You know what I'm saying? Random ass people that don't know me shouldn't even, like, you know what I'm saying, be trying to talk about me, talk shit about me, or try to talk shit about behind my back. To where it's December, I try to get my son and take him out and go play games and take him out to eat. You know what I'm saying? January come around, she tried to get her restraining order. It didn't work. This nigga trying to say I'm fucking molesting my fucking oldest son. He trying to call me a fucking child molester, right? Now I'm gotta go to fucking talk to this fucking government people They even don't believe it. I haven't seen my fucking kids from October to January. She would not allow me to see my fucking kids. Restraining orders, temporary restraining orders. I gotta wait a month to even go over there again. I gotta wait a month to go. And the school won't allow me to see my oldest son because of fucking restraining order. She telling everybody she got her fucking restraining order against me. The fucking restraining order doesn't say I have to stay away from my kids, but the school won't allow me to see them because of some bullshit. Okay? This is what I'm talking about. I got a certain limit when it comes to being patient. Even though I want to lose my shit, like I want to like lose my shit and just crash the fuck out and do some dumb shit. I'm in the middle of fucking court right now to get my kids back. So I have to like I can't crash out. I can't, you know what I'm saying, act on how I want to act on because it's not worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's pregnant with his child right now. Right? This is where the fear comes in on their part. She's pregnant with this man baby. He calling me a pedophile and molester in my childhood because he wants to move in there. He wants to play father daddy to my kids and be all up on his bitch ass. Both of them motherfuckers don't have no job. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing going for themselves, bro. It shit is embarrassing for real, for real. Like at a certain point, I have to take responsibility to where I put myself in this position to mess with some homeless ass bruh that didn't have nothing going for herself for me to be in this position. You know what I'm saying? For me to be put in this position, I should not have picked somebody that didn't have shit, that didn't know shit, that grew up like that. That grew up in abuse, that grew up in a location that didn't have standards and morals and self-respect. You know what I'm saying? Even though I had a suicide attempt because I didn't have that, that was a brief moment in my fucking life because I wasn't always like that. I wasn't always somebody that didn't have self-respect or self-esteem, you know what I'm saying, self-love and self-care. You know what I'm saying? That was a weak point in my life. That was a point in my life I had to get my shit back together. But this person grew up like that. This is the person's whole understanding of life, or someone's whole fucking thought process. And it's my fault, the reason why I'm in this position, because it was my fucking desire to want to have children with this person. It was me accepting, you know what I'm saying, me even, you know what I'm saying, having sex with this person for me to have kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna blame her fully, but at a certain point, it's both our responsibility for our children to grow up right and grow up better than we ever had, bruh. This is the reason why I'm not feeling good about being put in a situation, about putting myself in a situation, about dealing with these people, with this person. When I had children with somebody, I had children with somebody because this person, we're gonna call it Straw. Like I said, this I'm not saying no names, but this we're gonna call it Straw. Was putting on a false pretense, like a mirage, like putting some fake shit out there, thinking, believing, like I'm saying, convincing me that she has this and she does this is bullshit. Like seeing through it, she was trying to force this thing in front of my face, like push an agenda to where I believed it. And I should never have believed it, but I should have at the same time. Given benefit of the doubt, I would be wrong if I didn't believe it. Let's put it like that. I didn't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? I'm gonna walk around not believing people, not trusting somebody. What the fuck would I'll be insecure, right? I'll be fucking wrong, right? So I took a risk. I gambled with my life. And this is what I get. So now I gotta gamble again. I gotta go to court. And I got my oldest son back once, bro. So now I gotta get my oldest son back and my youngest son. And this time it's gonna be a lot easier because she doesn't have anything to take them away from me, bruh. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't have it. I didn't do anything to this broad, to this person for her to take my kids away, bruh. And she been lying in the court. She admitted to lying in the court. She admitted to her boyfriend calling me a fucking pedophile. It was I got the fucking paper that says I didn't do it. I have all the fucking things I need to say I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad father, bruh. To where at this point it's just her accusing me of doing shit. It's a bunch of false allegations that she can't back up because I didn't do shit. Right? It's dealing with somebody that's mentally not there, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Not mentally not stable. This is why I have to make like these type of videos once in a while, because I gotta say my piece, the part that I go through, you know what I'm saying? Because if I let myself stay quiet, bro, nobody will know my side of things, bro. You let her tell it by herself, bro. I'm the most worst person in the fucking world, bro. Okay? I wanted to get this out there somewhere, so if my children ever get to see this video, or whatever, somebody that know me can see this video, they know I'm not a bad person. They know my piece, my part. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not as bad with the hell she trying to make it out to be. Yeah, I had suicide attempt. Yeah, I had low self-esteem. Yeah, I had low self-respect. Yes, I stopped loving myself. Yes, I was, you know what I'm saying, looking for a one-night stand that happened to turn into a fucking toxic-ass relationship. Yes, I had a fucking baby with somebody that don't love herself, that can't respect herself, that can't, you know what I'm saying, have any fucking self-esteem, bruh, that doesn't care about anybody else besides smoking and motherfucking music and getting what the fuck she want from people. Okay, yes, I admit this is where I went wrong in my life. So if my children see this, keep your self-esteem, love your fucking self. Don't put yourself in positions like this. Be able to trust somebody, but know who the fuck to trust. It don't take long. They'll show you. They'll show you. Do not give nobody the benefit of the doubt, because you end up getting bit in your ass. You can forgive, but don't forget. And just because you forgive don't mean you have to be involved with this person no longer. Forgive and move the fuck on. This is the lessons I learned by by placing myself in this situation. So I don't feel bad for being in the situation I'm going through. It's things I have to learn. It's things I'm still learning. I'm still learning. It's things I have learned. It's the reason why I don't get upset by her bullshit. It's the reason why she's deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why I'm keep grinding. It's the reason why I keep getting money. It's the reason why I keep getting better. It's the reason why I keep learning. It's fucking motivation. It's inspiration at this point, bro. It's not stress. It's not drama. It's just in the fucking way. It's in the way, right? All I know is 2022 is the best motherfucking year of my life so far, besides the years I had my children and the years I fucking was born. I've never been so far in my life. So far. Then 2022, May 25th, 2022. This time next year, I'm gonna be more successful than what I am right now. I make it a mission to make some of myself every fucking day. If I don't, I try. I get up off my ass. I'm no longer fucking You know what I'm saying? Trying to kill myself. I'm no longer trying to fucking like destroy myself, put myself in fucked up situations. I'm learning to love myself to where I never felt this love from myself before. So what I have to say to her, in case she is watching this, okay, thanks. I know you're gonna be stalking my shit. You haven't stopped stalking my shit. I put you on block. I put you and your nigga on block. And y'all still find a way to stalk my shit. So I know you watching this. Tell your nigga stop stalking my shit too. So I know this nigga is trying to be like me. This shit's embarrassing. I thought you was gonna upgrade. You downgraded. But God bless. To my children, I apologize. I apologize. You got to be inside this shit right here. But I'm not sorry. I'm not gonna say sorry, but I do apologize. Cause this is gonna make y'all better than y'all ever been. This is what I pray for. It's not the life I wanted y'all to have, but I know it's gonna make y'all into something. It's gonna build something for y'all. It's gonna make y'all something. I'd rather y'all be something than nothing.